This is from ESPN. Who is the biggest threat to Cincinnati in the AFC North division? This is Ben Baby, who is ESPN Bengals beat reporter. Give me the Browns. A lot of this is contingent on whether Watson regains the form he had in Houston, but new receiver Moore flashed a lot of potential with the Jets. Cleveland's rushing attack, the wide receiver group, Moore, Cooper, Peoples-Jones, and a bolstered defense puts the team in contention. The other thing about that, the Bengals have redone their secondary somewhat. So from year to year, everything in the NFL changes. But if you have Joe Burrow and you have Jamar Chase and you have T. Higgins, you like your chances against most teams.
And they're the one team that, like, you look at some of the performances that Joe Burrow had against Pittsburgh and Baltimore. He put up some historic numbers once against Baltimore, 525 yards. None of those teams have showed any type of ability to limit him at all or limit that passing attack at all. But the Cleveland Browns, the one thing you can say is they have been able to not be a victim of the great Joe Burrow game. Now, that could just be happenstance. That could just be because we're just not catching them on good days. Or it might be because we're doing something that he can't really coach against. I would say if you're the Bengals and the Browns look like they're going to be good, that's a real threat to you because you feel pretty good about the Bengals in a tiebreaker situation if it's the Ravens that you need to beat or the Steelers because they have had success against those teams and they have been able to have great success offensively against both of those teams, despite the fact that they both have good defenses. The Browns are the one where it's like, hey, if it's looking equal and the Browns are good, like legitimately good this year, then it's a problem for you because that's the team that kind of is structured in a way that answers a lot of the things that a lot of other teams can't answer. Like if I'm the Bengals, I wouldn't want the Browns in the first round of playoffs or, that's very premature, but it's about matchups and how the Browns match up against them. And I think that's why if the Browns are good, the Bengals, that's not good news for the Bengals because that's the one team, if they're really good, can cause you a lot of trouble. I think they'll be fine if the Ravens are good this year. I think they'll be fine if the Steelers are good this year. But the Browns, that's the one team for them that's like, hey, they can't get good because that's a problem for us.